Who doesn't love biryani? A Nizami dish which is popular across the globe. But often, when you are on medication, when you are down with a disease, the first thing that you're asked to abstain from is biryani. So what can go wrong with biryani? What are the common issues that one can face because of overconsumption of the same? And how can you prepare a healthy one? Some of the common issues experienced by a person who has got dysfunctional gut or delayed digestion is that there will be burping, bloating, acidity. You immediately feel gassy, brain fog, and followed by sluggishness. So now you know that something is not right when you consume biryani. So what are the factors that makes it a little unhealthy? One, it contains a whole lot of fat in the form of ghee and different kinds of oil. And on top of that, there is also the fat from the meat or the fat from paneer, which is otherwise commonly used by vegetarians while preparing biryani. Two, it contains curd or yogurt, which is often subjected to heat and also combined with meat. Ayurvedically understood, the heating curd or yogurt should not be cooked, and also it should not be mixed with meat, specifically seafood and fish, because it becomes something called vidahi, which is inflammatory in nature. Two, it contains a whole lot of nuts and dry fruits. We all know that biryani is quite heavy. Now on top of that, when you add nuts and dry fruit, it becomes all the more tougher to be digested. Four, the kind of combinations. We often have a tendency to combine it with different kinds of meat for the same meal in the form of fried fish or a fried piece of meat and other kind of side dishes. Five, and the most interesting of all, which is consuming it along with uncooked food. Yes, the very same curd, raita, salad, fruits or fruit salad that we all consume along with it, thinking it will make it a healthier combination by compensating for the meat that you're consuming, in fact, leads to formation of a mushy substance inside your gut called ama, which exactly is the reason for that post-meal sluggishness. And that is because when you combine the cooked food along with the uncooked food, the time taken for digesting the two are different, thereby delaying the process of digestion. And the sixth one, having it very frequently. Now, if you're a person who consumes it occasionally, is fine. Now, in today's world, almost all of us can afford it at least once or twice a month, which makes it quite heavy to be digested. Now, that being the case, you still want to savor it, especially for our patients who are on Ayurvedic medication, are often asked not to consume the same. So what do you do about it? So here is something that I tell my patients if at all they want to savor onto the biryani. One, do not add that curd or yogurt. I know it is added for softening the meat and giving that nice flavor which is sour in nature. But if you're keen about maintaining your health, I think the curd or the yogurt can take a back seat. Now the common replacement that is used for the same is cashew paste. It is okay, but that again makes it a little heavy to be digested. So if you are a person who has got delayed digestion or who doesn't feel hungry very often, please replace the same, which is cashew and yogurt. 2. Reduce the amount of fat being used. If you think the fat content in the meat is sufficient for cooking the meal, then stick to the same. Now if you feel the need for a little bit more amount of fat, then ghee is the option instead of using ghee plus oil plus the meat fat. 3. Instead of combining it with raita, you can go for buttermilk. The property of curd is that it is heavy, like as you can feel it. It's heavy, creamy, right? So instead of that creamy textured curd, go for buttermilk, preferably the one that has been spiced up with certain condiments and curry leaves. 4. Try avoiding different kinds of meat for the same meal. Stick to one kind of meat or one kind of main ingredient in the same. It can be either mushroom or paneer, or it can be potatoes. Do not combine all of them, which will further make it tough to be digested. 4. instead of ending up the meal with a fruit salad, go for a Sulaimani or the very same masala chai minus the milk. Now this aids the process of digestion. Now if you're not a person for the warm drink, then you can even go for a lemon juice or a mint lime, which again aids the process of digestion. And the most important one, instead of any other kind of side dish, that one which is the most important is pickle. The best of the pickles would be amla or the Indian gooseberry because it is restorative in nature. It aids the process of digestion. If not, even lemon does the job well. Having pickles like dates and the like, which are sweet and heavy, may be tasty enough, but it still delays the process of digestion. So now you know how to consume your biryani occasionally, which is once in a month or once in 2 months, the Ayurvedic way.